Alright, kids. This is Timothy Krosky from the old Timothy Krosky and Family channel. That old channel now is called Kicking It with the Kroskys. This is my sub-channel, just for you guys. The Children's Time Teaching Channel. So came up with because I was one of the children's time teachers at church until COVID happened. Hope you kids are staying safe during this COVID crisis still. These are going to be the last two reads for a while because my wife and I are moving. And when we get to our new destination, in New Mexico, we'll start up these teachings again. Until then, stay strong in the struggle, kids. Now, last month I did The Lion King, a reread with a Bible teaching. But this is just going to be a read. Now I'm reading The Lion King and the Cave Monster. The Lion King, the Cave Monster, by Justine Corman, illustrated by Don Williams. One day, Simba and Nala went for a ramble in the forest. Zazu flew overhead to keep an eye on the curious cubs. Soon the young lions came upon a dark cave they had never seen before. "Let's see what's inside," Nala exclaimed. "Be careful, you two," Zaza urged. But of course neither cub listened to the cautious bird. So there they are standing at the foot of the cave. Simba pushed his weight in front of Nala. "I should look first, since I'm going to be the Lion King." "But you aren't as brave as I am," Nala replied. "I'm braver," Simba declared. The two cubs wrestled as they argued over who was braver. Nala said, "I'm not scared of you." "I'm not scared of anything," begged Simba. So there they are at the foot of the cave, and then the wrestling. With that, Nala flipped Simba over his shoulder. He landed with a prop just outside the cave. But Zazu could stop him. Simba scrambled to his feet and struck his head into the dark cave. So Zazu tried to stop him, but he couldn't. And so he just stuck his head in the cave. So there he is flipping Nala over, and then he's looking inside the cave. Two eyes shone from the back of the cave. A deep, scary voice demanded, "Who dares to disturb me?" The voice echoed like thunder. Simba tried to make himself sound fearless as he answered, "It is I, Simba, the future Lion King. And I am an Anzu, ruler of the forest." The deep voice rumbled in reply, "I'm as big as the sky and as fierce as a storm, and I eat 20 elephants for breakfast." Oh no. There they are, and they're all like listening to the scary voice inside the cave. When Zazu heard that, his feathers shook with fright. "A monster," he said, trembling. "I'll summon the king." And away he flapped. The deep voice laughed. "King Mufasa? Ha! I'll tie a knot in his tail." "You wouldn't dare," Simba said. The answer was an echoing roar that seemed to shake the whole forest. Simba shuddered. What monster was so powerful that it did not fear the great Lion King? There they are as they speak to the mysterious voice. And of course, Zazu's flapping away. "I think I'm scared now," Simba whispered. Nala looked at the dark mouth of the cave. "Well, I'm not scared of a monster. If I haven't seen it with my own eyes," she said. Nala crept into the inky darkness. Simba watched until he couldn't see even the tip of Nala's tail. Suddenly he heard a very loud scream. Uh-oh. So Nala, the brave cub, is sneaking into the cave. Simba raced into the narrow cave to save his friend. He saw Nala pressed against the wall. She pointed to the blackness at the back of the cave. "I guess I am afraid of something," Nala whimpered. To the lion cub's surprise, Nala sounded like a monster herself, and her voice echoed loudly in the cave. So I think it's a voice that echoes, but I don't think it's a real monster. Just as the creature stepped into the light, in front of its slumber stood a tiny spider. "Are you the monster?" asked Simba in amazement. "And see," the spider said meekly, "I was only trying to defend myself. You don't know how scary it is to be small." Simba laughed in relief. Then the cubs heard my mighty, terrifying roar. "That must be my father," Simba said. So this Simba standing next to the spider, and then the father's approaching. Sure enough, Mufasa's deep voice called into the cave. "Come out and defend yourself, forest ruler. It is I, the Lion King. I have come to save my son and his best friend." Nala and Simba trotted out of the cave, but the little spider hung back. "Don't be afraid," Simba said. "My father won't be angry once you tell him what happened." So they're coming out of the cave now to tell the story to the great Lion King, Mufasa. But it wasn't the mighty Lion King Anzu feared. "Please don't let that awful bird eat me," the spider begged. Zazu looked around in alarm. "Awful bird? What? Where?" But Mufasa stared at the little spider. This is the forest ruler who eats 20 elephants for breakfast? He demanded. Simba looked at Nala and they both burst out laughing. There they are, laughing. And then the bird is like, huh? Me? I'm not an awful bird. Well, Mufasa prompted. Zuma began the story. Nala and I were trying to see who was braver, he said. But the cave scared Simba, Nala said. Then Anzu scared you, Simba added. That awful bird still scares me, Anzu piped up. Well, very little scares me, Zazu bragged. There they are, they're all like friends now. It's still time to say who's braver. Enough, Mufasa chuckled, returning to leave. Long stories scare me. It seems everyone is afraid of something. Zazu pointed out, flying up in the sky, even the Lion King. And there they are, leaving the cave area. But the moral is, we're all afraid of something. I'm afraid of bats. I don't like bats. It's how we face our fears that determine our character. You know, how we overcome them. So sometimes we have to be brave and just stand up and face our fears. I hope you enjoyed this read. Thank you, kids. Stay safe and blessings always.